Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students. Good morning, teachers on the platform, and a special good morning to our invited guest. Today is a very, very special day to us at the school. We attempting to do something here for the first time, and so I'm very excited to see how this day works out. But before we dive into that, we will deal with the matters at hand, which is why we're here, the morning's devotion. It won't be long because we have a special presenter here who is come to give some information to all of us here, students, teachers, and we want to get into that. So let me invite our guidance counselor, Miss Blair, to come forward and just run us through a very short devotional exercise, and we can get into our presenter and some matters at the end. Miss Blair.
Good morning, everyone. All right, just a moment. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. Yes, we do have a special guest with us this morning. I am going to introduce her shortly, but before I do that, let us all say the Lord's Prayer. And right after that, I will introduce our speaker. We don't want to take up much time, so our devotion is a little bit different this morning. So we're all going to pray this morning, and then I'm going to introduce to us our guest speaker. All right, everybody, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Our guest speaker hails from the Prestige Parish, known for sugar estates and sugar mills. Yes, I am talking about our very own Trelawney. She is passionate about learning and literacy. This passion took her through her school life at Duncan's All Age, Westwood High, and the University of the West Indies. She is now a librarian and works with Jamaica Library Services, in which she is responsible for school libraries in Region 3. She is a mother and adores her son very much. Please help me welcome Miss Shelley-Ann Martin.
Good morning, everyone. Are you guys hearing me?
We are hearing you clear, Miss Martin. The students are hearing you on YouTube, so you may go ahead with your presentation.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Miss Blair. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm going to ask permission to share my screen. Can I go ahead? All right. Just hold on a minute. Let me get that up.
We are seeing your screen.
Great. So, all right. Let me go ahead. Students and teachers, we are celebrating Library and Information Professionals Week. Throughout this week, it started on the 24th of October and will end tomorrow. So librarians are focusing, bringing some light onto the role that we play and the role that our libraries play in helping to create a better society, because we might not be giving it much thought, and we might not be thinking about how a library helps to make us better and make our society better. So my purpose here today is just to assist you, shed some light and bring out some of what you already know and bring it to the forefront of your mind. So, my presentation is the library's role in creating a better society. So, Miss Blair went ahead and introduced me this morning. So, that is what I look like because my camera is currently off. I am Miss Martin. I am a librarian. I work with the Jamaica Library Service. I am responsible for school libraries in Region 3. Now, the Jamaica Library Service was established in 1948. Just telling you a little bit about my organization. And I know everybody here is familiar with the Jamaica Library Service, even though you might be thinking, I've never been there. I don't know this name. We're all familiar with it. So the Jamaica Library Service was established in 1948. We are a department within the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, and we provide a free service to public and school libraries island-wide. So our services are free and it is for the public and for school libraries island-wide. So when we're looking at the public library network, the public library network has responsibility for meeting the information, education, and recreation needs of the public. So these needs are met by undertaking a variety of programs, services, and activities, which I'll go on to explain as we go along. The school library network, on the other hand, provides resources, material, training, and advice to 898 school libraries. So we cover infant schools, primary, all age, primary and junior high, high school, technical, high special school. So we cover all the schools in the island. So what is special about Jamaica Library Service is that our users, our clients, our customers is everybody. It is not specific to a certain set. So everybody has to use the Jamaica Library Service at some point. So we have 6 regions within the Jamaica Library Service. The regions are the same as the Ministry of Education's region. So I'm in Region 3. This is Region 3 right here. As we know, it's Trelawney and St. Anne. So I work in the schools across this region and I have the responsibility for 105 schools. My office is in St. Anne's Bay. This is where I am daily when I'm not on the road, and COVID has hampered my activities out of office a lot. So I'm mostly in office in St. Anne's Bay. I am a Trelawney girl, as Miss Blair said. I am from Duncan's, born, bred, and still live. So I was speaking about Jamaica Library Service, and we're wondering, do we know Jamaica Library Service? Yes, we do. As I said, my region is St. Anne and Trelawney, but when you look on the screen, you're supposed to be seeing libraries that you're familiar with in your parish. So there's the Trelawney Parish Library that everybody just call it Falmouth Library. And there's a library in Clarkstown for the persons who live in Clarkstown. There's one in Duncan's, Albertown, Wakefield. I don't want to say those are all of them because sometimes I do forget these things even though I work with the organization, but I work mostly with the schools. Your school, Cedric Titus, is one of the schools that I serve, and that is why I'm here now, bringing this information, talking to you guys because we provide a service to your school. Now, in dealing with the programs that we offer and the services, we have the National Reading Competition. We have public education, which is what I'm doing now. We have a summer program. It used to be in the library. Now everything is mostly online. We offer homework assistance to those who need it. We offer remedial reading. We offer story hour sessions. We offer free computer training. And we offer a lot more programs. But some of them you have to come in to find out exactly how we can meet your needs. For our services, we are a library. We offer reference. We offer research. We lend our books. We have free access to the computers and the internet. We offer free Wi-Fi service. We have online databases that you can log into and do your research. We have ebooks online. We have printing and photocopying, spiral binding, facsimile, and scanning. And those last 3 that I mentioned are the only 3 that will incur a cost to you. Everything else at the library is free. So you can come in and access several different services and programs, and some can be tailored to meet your needs.
Miss Martin, if I may interrupt you, I just want to ask one question. I see you have free access to computers at all the libraries. That is so?
Yes, sir.
So you're saying if there are students who don't have access to them online class, that them probably don't have a device or the device not working good, that they can actually go to the library and use the library internet or use the library computer to access online classes.
Yes, sir. I'll go further to explain that because you realize I'm laughing, right?
Uh,
Yes, sir. So I'm going to explain that further as we go along.
all right.
So we're speaking about how our libraries play a role in making our communities better. So there are several things that our library delivers aside from our services and our programs. Our libraries increase reading and literacy. And you're thinking about it, this is a must. It has to. It's a library. It's a place for reading. Because you're probably thinking that the only thing you're going to get at the library is books. No. Our libraries help to increase reading and literacy. Remember, we have our programs. We have the National Reading Competition, which is something every member from 0 to 99, as long as you can walk or read a book, you can enter that competition. You have to be reading at a certain level to participate in that competition. We have homework assistance. We have remedial reading. We have story hour sessions. We have several services. We are offering books for loan. We are online. We are in person. We are a brick and brick and mortar is a physical building. So, in all of these services and programs that we have, we are helping to increase reading and literacy. Because if you're at a level that you need somebody to assist you, you're not reading at level X and you should be there. We have somebody that can assist you to get there. We have the material that you can use if you want to practice your reading to improve. We have programs in place for persons who need that kind of help. We have all sorts of activities. So yes, libraries help to increase reading and literacy. And in increasing your reading and literacy, it is only a plus that you are increasing yourself. You're becoming a better individual. You're learning more. So you will be able to contribute to making your community a better place. So looking on the picture that is on the screen now, these are persons that entered the national reading competition. Now, this was before COVID because nobody's in any mass here. These are our national and our parish champions because you enter at your local level, then you compete at the parish level, and the parish champion goes on to compete at the national level. So these are the persons that emerge as the winners in the national competition. So that is a picture about that. So we do help to increase reading and literacy. Our libraries also help everyone to achieve their full potential. So I think that was Mr. Walford, I'm not sure, was asking.
Wilson.
Oh, Mr. Wilson. All right, we're helping everyone to achieve their full potential. Now remember that we're now experiencing a pandemic. So we're not in school physically. Not everyone is there every day. And you have to have access to the services anyway because you know you need to be in on school, you need to be doing your classes, you need to be doing your assignments. We are in both places. We are online and we are at the brick and mortar. So if you're in Clarkstown, the library is in Clarkstown. If you're in Falmouth, the library is in Falmouth. If you have access online, we are online as well. And I'm going to share the web address with your teachers when I'm through. So you can actually go onto the website. The website is free. It will not take your data. It is a free website. This is not going to cost you anything. You can log on and there are several services that are there for you. This picture here is just showing you a snapshot of what the website looks like when you go on. And if you go on and you are not sure what to do, you need not worry. I am using my cursor here to point at this little purple button at the bottom. If you click on that button, you can ask for assistance and the librarian will be there to help you to go through your query. So you click on the button and you ask for whatever it is you want. You're having trouble finding a book, you need help with an assignment, you need to know what time our libraries are open, click on that button and someone will assist you. So we are in person and we are online. And in person, we have somebody to help you. Online, we also have somebody to help you. When you click on the purple button, you might just get me to talk to because I'm one of the persons that monitors that platform as well. So we're helping everyone to achieve your full potential because we don't need anyone to be left behind, especially with what is going on now with COVID. Nobody should be left behind. Our libraries help us to build stronger, more resilient communities. So students, you are probably wondering, how does a library build a community? Well, look at it this way. You're in your community and you're a better person. You are learning. Your literacy has increased. Your learning capacity has increased. You are constantly learning. You can find your information, whether it's online or it's in person. You can stay at home. You can find what you want. You can do your research. You can read a book. You can research for fun. You can research for school. You're just developing yourself continuously. You're learning continuously. This is something that happens with everyone because we're all learning. We never stop learning. Now, you're a better individual because of these services that you have available to you. So you're making yourself better. As a better person, you're going to contribute better to your community. Your community is going to be better because you are now engaged. You're doing positive things. You're focusing on what you need to focus on. So this in turn is going to help your community to become better because everybody in Duncan's is now engaged. We're all learning. We're doing the things that the communities want us to do, that society wants us to do. So it's going to make us better and make our communities better. And by extension, it's going to make Jamaica a better place because we are now all contributing to developing our country. So yes, our libraries help us to build stronger, more resilient communities. And don't pay my little babies any mind. I have a special love for them when they're this little. Not that I don't love everybody and all students. So our libraries are helping us to develop healthier and happier lives. Now, this is a picture of the library where I'm at. This is the library in St. Anne's Bay. This is a junior library. These are my co-workers. So we're also playing a role in the COVID fight. Aside from playing a role in the COVID fight, this is a place where we offer certain services through other organizations within the government of Jamaica. Because remember, we're a department in the government of Jamaica. We're a department in the Ministry of Education. We have other departments within, across other ministries that we work with from time to time. So remember, we're librarians. Our role is to provide the information, and different persons want the information in different ways. So let's say we partner with a clinic in Clarkstown and it's National Diabetes Month and we want to highlight diabetes as a disease. A lot of people don't understand what it is. We could partner with them. We could say, have a public forum, have a display, get somebody to come in and talk to you just in the way I'm talking to you now. Set it up with Miss Blair, bring a nurse, and the nurse will discuss with the student, what is diabetes, how to prevent it, how to take better care of yourself. No, we can do that for the students and we can do that for the adults. If some persons do not want to sit at a forum and listen to what is being said because of work, because of other commitments, you can still come in and we have the resources, we have the material, we have a staff member that can say, all right, you want some information on diabetes, you can check this book. And if you're still not sure when you're done, we can have a discussion, we can talk about it. And in turn, you can learn how to better take care of yourself. So it's either through using the resources that are in the library or the partnership that the library has with another department that knows more about that. Any which way it could work. So we're playing a role in helping you to develop healthy and happier lives. And when you're in a position to take better care of yourself, it also improves you. And it's also going to make you a happier, and a happier citizen is a better person in the community and in the country as a whole. So the library plays a role in that as well. Now, this is the part that everybody needs to know about. We are delivering improved digital access and literacy. So Mr. Wilson had asked earlier, are you saying to me that, yes, if you come to the library in St. Anne's Bay, I can't speak to the ones in Trelawney because I'm not there every day. But if you come to the library in St. Anne's Bay, the entire area is set up as a classroom. We have several students that come in every day. They come in with their devices. They access the internet, and that is where they do their classes because their parents are at work. There's nobody at home, so they need to be monitored. They do not have access to the Wi-Fi at home, so they come to where the Wi-Fi is. So we are providing them with digital access, and this is not only for students, it's for anybody that wants to access the internet and has a device and wants to come in. When you come to the library in St. Anne's Bay, there are persons sitting in the park. The library is in the middle of a park. There are persons out front on their phones and devices. There are persons in the parking lot. There are persons around the back. There are persons inside. Everybody is accessing the internet because we have free Wi-Fi and we have access to the computers. You don't want to go into one of the labs, you can use your own device. So it's up to you. And we offer digital literacy training as well because there are persons who do not know how to manipulate the devices. They're going to need help. So if you come in and you need some help, there's a one-on-one training. If it's a group of persons, say seniors, say adults, and they need, I need to know how to go on the computer, I need to know how to type up a Word document, I need to know how to print, I need to know how to send an email, I need to know how to set up an email address. We offer that training as well. Sometimes it's done one-on-one. You come in, you speak to the staff member that's working in that area, and they just help you to get that done. If it's a group, we can still arrange a training for a group, whether it's in a school or it's in the public library. We do offer that as well. It's just done on request. So yes, those persons who do not have a device, we have devices in the library that you can come in and sign for and use for the day to access the Wi-Fi as well. If you do not want to use a device, we have computers that you can go on, log into your Google Classroom, and access your classes as well. So remember, I was saying earlier, we are helping you to ensure that you reach your full potential. Nobody should be left behind. Not a single soul should be left behind because the Jamaica Library Service has put things in place for you to be able to continue to develop yourself and contribute positively to your community and your country. We also deliver cultural and creative enrichment. So I was mentioning earlier about the partnerships that we did with different persons, different organizations, different agencies, different departments within the government, and in some cases outside of the government and in the private sector. All right, our library areas are used from time to time by different persons. You are looking on the screen now and you're seeing persons sitting in a room. Last week, we ended Heritage Month and we partnered at the library in St. Anne's Bay with the Jamaica Cultural and Development Commission. So they had a heritage concert that was hosted online and in person. So the persons you're seeing now are sitting in a room that is the Marcus Garvey Resource Center. It's a library room. It has tables, it has chairs, it has books. You're not seeing it properly because the picture is small. So if persons are coming in, we clear one of our library rooms. Room is empty. All you're seeing is the chairs, the tables are out. We took them out. That room now becomes a concert hall. And you can use that room for your activity. So we're in the Marcus Garvey Resource Room. There's a picture of Marcus on the wall. We're not going to take that one off. There's the colors of the UNIA. And this is the MC right here, if you're following my cursor. These persons that you're looking at here, these are some of the presenters. And we partnered with them to have a concert. The concert went very well. It was hosted online. They had a question and answer session in between where persons were winning different prizes. It went very well. We had a lot of viewers. A lot of persons were online. A lot of persons were blowing up the chat on the Zoom platform. A lot of persons participated. So we do these activities from time to time. And it's Heritage Month or any Jamaica Day, any other cultural event that is happening. If we are not hosting something online, we are hosting a display that you could come in and read. And sometimes these displays are sent to the schools. And if you don't want it that way, you can come in and you can do your research in a book. We have the resources. You just need to come in, tell us what you're looking for. We have newspaper clippings, we have books. We know we're online to take you because we're the persons that are trained to assist you with these things. So you come in, you tell us what you want, and we will help you. So culture, we have you. Health, we have you. Regular research, we have you. You want a book to read, we have you. You want to go online, we got you again. So the Jamaica Library Service provides all of that. So what is the role that the library is playing in the communities, right? I know you guys are thinking about it. So we are community hubs. In addition to connecting people to people, we are connecting people to information. It is a safe haven for kids. As I was telling you, the library is full every day with students in class. When they're at the library, school is not in session, you know that they're safe because they're within the library walls and there's somebody monitoring them until it is time for them to go home. So We're offering you homework help. So you're sitting in the library and you're waiting on your parents. You can get assistance with your homework. We have games. We have book clubs. The students you're looking at there, again, it was before COVID. These students were a part of the games club. So from time to time, we have different clubs that we use to engage the students because the library is normally full every day of students. We have a set amount of students. We have a set amount of adults. Persons coming to use the computers daily. The traffic is high. I don't know what it is like in Trelawney because, as I said, I'm not here every day, so I can't speak to that. But in St. Anne's Bay at the Parish Library, we have a very high traffic. So our libraries in play are playing a very important role not only in connecting information to people, but connecting people to people. Because you could come to the library, you go to Clarkstown Primary, you come to the library and meet somebody from Albertown Primary. And because you guys are there every day waiting on your parents or doing your research or getting assistance with your homework, you guys become friends. And that is a friendship that could continue into your adulthood. So our libraries are playing that role in our communities. The role of our library in the modern society, it hasn't changed much from the olden days to now. We still are playing the same role. So remember, the main purpose of the library is to provide information and provide support to institutions of education and learning. That is one of our main roles. So we are still providing that in the modern society. The only difference is we now have technology playing a role as opposed to about 20 or so years ago when we never had much technology and much emphasis on that. It wasn't that everybody had access to it so easily. So we're still playing the same role. We're still providing support to institutions. We're still providing support to the community. And different persons look to us for assistance with different things. The government looks to us for assistance in policy and decision making. So when it has something to do with the education system, when it has something to do with information, they do come to us and ask for assistance because we're the persons who are trained for that. Librarians are the persons who are trained for that. We also provide assistance to different industries and members of the community. So we're helping them to raise awareness. We're helping them to provide education on specific issues. We're guiding them. All right, this is what we want to do. All right, we're going to take up a project and we want to assist in helping the community. What can we do? How can we reach the maximum amount of persons in the community? It is normally done through the libraries and it is normally done through a Jamaica Library Service library because we are the only library that offers the public access. So we're a public library and every country has to have a public library. It cannot be closed. It's a part of development. So every country has to have a public library. So that is what we do. So we are here to provide the support and we are here to provide the information. And by giving this access to information, it helps to develop our knowledge. It can encourage better understanding between different people. By giving access to learning, you can build up the people and build up the community. So everybody is going to become positive. We're going to become a positive force for development. That is going to in turn lead to development in the economy. It's going to have a social transformation. All of this is going to lead to us having a better society. So it's a win-win any way you take it. So you just need to understand that this is what the library does. This is the role that we play. This is what we're doing for you. And you need to just come in and access it. You just need to use it more. So our libraries and our communities are playing a role. Currently, we are having a very, 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 very big issue. Everybody is a bit uneasy. I'm not speaking for myself. I know I'm speaking to everybody. So we're a bit divided because we have a very high crime rate in Jamaica. And it's such a small country. And aside from grappling with the crime, we are now dealing with the global pandemic. It's affecting everyone. So we have COVID-19. So we have this high crime rate. We have this global pandemic, and it is creating a divide in the countries, not only in the countries in the world. The crime is Jamaica's issue, yes, and that's creating a divide. And the pandemic is creating a divide in the world. It's a global issue. Now, how are our libraries helping with this? Look at it this way. There's this divide. There are the persons who know. I'm going to call them the knows and the know not. So those would be the ones that don't know, right? So there are certain things you really don't understand. certain persons might be saying in relation to crime that it's not ever going to affect me. It never will. Everybody is in some way affected by crime in Jamaica. So probably it's not at your doorstep today, but it might turn up there a couple weeks, days, months, years from now. And if we're going to develop ourselves as a better individual to make our communities better, this is going to go ahead and help us to fight crime. Because persons who are more educated and can think at a different level will not be focused on taking up a life of crime or finding some form of financial benefit from crime, because we are now educated and we know what, listen, this is not what I want. This is not going to help my community. This is not going to help my society. This is not what I want for Jamaica. So I need to educate myself in order to not end up there. Our libraries are here to bridge that divide. We're here to provide the information you need. We're here to provide the services you need. We're here to help you to develop your full potential, so you know that there are other options out there that you can take, and you don't have to end up actively participating in crime or becoming a victim of the same crime that we do not want to reach our doorsteps. When it comes to COVID-19, no, you know that this is a big touchy topic, right? Because there are the persons who are going to tell that COVID-19 is not real. There are the conspiracy theories. There are several things that are going around. Now, the library is here to bridge that divide as well. You can come in, you can do your own research. You can speak to persons that have done research and persons that can guide you in getting the correct information that you need, because there's a lot of information out there. It is not necessarily correct. So you need to know how to find what is correct and use that now to develop yourself and to make decisions for yourself as it regards to emerging from this pandemic unscathed, right? So you have this information, you come into the library, you sit and you do your research, and somebody guides you along the right path and you find the right information, and you are now enlightened. You can now go out in your community and can speak to Miss Jane, and you can speak to Master Tom, and you can speak to auntie and uncle and daddy, and you can tell them, say, listen, this is what I have read, this is what I've seen, because when I went to the library, this is what I found out. I am now, I know what it is, and you can guide somebody, so you can also help to bridge that divide. And that is what we're here for in the library. So that deepening divide that we're having now, our libraries can help us to bridge that, because we have the information, we have the resources, we have the persons that can help you to bridge this divide between the knows and the know nots, so you can make better decisions for yourself and in turn help to develop your communities and your nation as a whole. So I am at the end of my presentation, where I'm going to remind you guys that we have a role in bridging the divide between the persons in our communities. So our libraries do promote peace, not just through the knowledge it contains, but through the opportunities that it provides, and also through the principles and processes that we embody. So you guys just need to come in and experience the services that we have and find out that our libraries are working for us, and see how we can bridge the divide. So I'm going to thank you guys for having me. This is the end of my presentation. I am going to hand over to Mrs. Blair. Mrs. Blair, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Thank you so much again for that wonderful presentation, Miss Martin. We all, I'm sorry, we all learned something, and we will bear in mind the chat option, the homework and research help, and the special spreading of awareness. So if we didn't know that the librarians help us in that way, today we all learned something. Thank you so much again, Miss Martin, for taking the time out to share with us today.
You're welcome, Miss.
That's Miss Martin, guys. So you heard it, students, how important the library is. And we have a saying that says knowledge is power, and we're in the information age. So information is at your fingertips. Go and get it. And I love the little gem that Miss Martin put in there. So the library of internet For all who not have internet at home, you might have a one device. If you don't have the device, the library have devices. So there is another opportunity to catch up on the classes that you might be missing for these reasons. Now, guys, we are into class time, but we have to rush quickly through this. Today is the election day for our prefect executives. So the link will be posted to your Google Classroom, not your classroom, to your WhatsApp groups, your class WhatsApp groups, and you will be able to click on it and vote. Just so you understand the rules. You can only vote once. Don't even bother try it, it won't let you. You can only vote using your MOE email. You will have to log in with it. Don't share with nobody anywhere else. If you are not from Cedric Titus, you will not be able to access it either. So log on today. You've seen them for the past 3 Mondays. You've seen them, you've heard them, you've seen the posters, you've heard the voice notes. Today is the day where you are going to let your fingers do the talking and you are going to select that person who will be called your head boy or your head girl and the deputies that will serve for the school year 2021 to 2022. I am excited about this. I know every teacher is excited to see the outcome. And you students, you have a say today. You get to talk today. So you are not just here for us to tell you what to do, but you can also make decisions for yourselves. So look out for the link. It will be open. Voting time is from me send it to you till 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. this evening, it will the form will no longer be accepting any kind of responses. So take the opportunity and vote. Are there any other announcements from any teacher on the platform, grade coordinators, any of the vice principals? Miss Sterling, Miss Versian, and Mr. Walford? All right, if there are no other announcements, guys, we have already run into your class times. Have a wonderful day and have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And come Monday morning, we will hear the big news who are our victors, who win, who come out victorious, who you have chosen to be your representatives. Have yourselves a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.